So I started getting discouraged today, and obviously, when you're discouraged, you go to the most depressing book of the Bible. So I started reading Ecclesiastes, just because I love Solomon's works, despite his reputation and the type of man that he became in his old age. I still believe that God used him in a miraculous way in spite of himself, and it gives me hope. Because if God could use Solomon, he can use me. Anyway, so Ecclesiastes is written obviously later in Solomon's life, and it's got this very dark tone to it. He says, "Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Everything is empty, everything's worthless. It's just pointless." How in the world can you reconcile that to the purpose and joy that we find in life in serving the Lord? Well, you can actually go to the end of this book and find the answer to this. He says at the end of the book, he says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment, whether with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil." By the end of the book, he says, here's what I've learned: fear God and keep his commandments. So his tone of vanities, all is vanity, comes from the perspective of somebody who obviously did not fear the Lord and keep his commandments during his life. And we know that from Solomon's life, that he particularly did not learn from his dad's mistake in the love of women. And so Solomon had lost a lot. And the observation, one of the observations that I made was that the whole book, he's talking about how that he purposed to find out wisdom. He had to find pleasure and purpose and riches, and he's pursuing all of these things, but he's pursuing these things that emanate, in its truest form, emanate from the person of God. So he's looking for wisdom, but not looking for the giver of wisdom. James 1 tells us, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who giveth to all men liberally. He got his wisdom from God, and then forgot, apparently, about it. And so he's pursuing after wisdom. He's pursuing after riches. He's pursuing after power. He's trying to understand, but it's all him. He's not looking to the Lord in these things. And so that kind of a life, the life of a person who is earnestly yearning and seeking for purpose, but not looking to the Lord, yeah, it's going to be pretty bleak.